Hi, good morning everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue here in Tampa, Florida. Please take a second and share this live feed. Tag your friends and family, please. Let everybody know we are live on a Sunday morning. And you might be wondering why I am standing outside of the old kitten cabana, which is now a recovery cabana. And that's because there's a cat in here. So yesterday evening, sounds like Carol and Afton came in and caught Miss Illithia. This was after about a day and a half of her not being interested in food, and then she was seen straining. Sorry, it's going to take me a minute to get the key to unlock this. Let's see which one it is. Go. And so they collected a fecal sample and sent that out, and they went ahead and brought her in. They gave her sub-Q fluids yesterday, as well as, let's see which way she's facing. We do have a Nest Cam to keep an eye on her. Hi, honey. Hi, baby girl. Why are you in the squeeze cage? You have access to the other side. So this is our Illithia Serval. As I said, about 2 mornings of her not being interested in breakfast, which is not Illithia. Then she was seen straining to go potty, and what came out was kind of gooey. So Afton collected that, and the sample came back that she has spirometra. So it's a type of like tapeworm and easily treated with medication. So we have already gotten her started on that. So you need to quit eating lizards, baby girl. Look at her. She put herself in timeout. And she's like, this is what I deserve. She has access to this whole area over here, though. You can see her plate is fairly empty, so she ate food overnight, which we were happy to hear, and then she finished her breakfast this morning and already got her first dose of meds, so she's doing well. She potentially might go back outside, but I don't know what the plan on that is yet. But she was able to get fluids yesterday and some meds. And she's all set up in the AC. I know, baby. You gonna quit eating frogs or lizards or whatever it is that you ate? Tiny birds. Luckily, this is something that's a little more common than not. Even Mr. Manny has been treated for this before. You guys are so goofy. You're beautiful, though. Look at that beautiful lady. So pretty. Maybe we can get some of those mats off of you while you're in here. Would you let somebody do some grooming? We'll see. Maybe some grooming. Maybe I come back with a scratcher. I don't know why you're in timeout. Why are you in timeout? Yeah, I know. All right, lady. Thanks for letting us check in on you. So that was the new development yesterday. Oh, it's getting very windy. I believe all of our open air cats are closed into their roof sections because we've got a lot of wind going on. So anyway, this is where Miss Illithia is set up for maybe the rest of the day. I haven't heard whether she will go back out soon or if we'll do a little bit more observation while she's already in here, but that's where we're at right now. Let me just get locked back up here and we'll go see some cats. Today we are celebrating another Serval, Miss Nala. Oh, there's an area. Of course she's not facing us, but Ariel's up there on top of her platform. Miss Spotty Girl over there. But Miss Nala, we're actually celebrating 2 things for her this month. Her rescue anniversary was actually earlier this month, but I just decided we would lump her 10-year rescue anniversary with her 13th birthday. Bear with me for a second. It's warmer out here than I thought, or it's more humid, I should say, and I'm wearing a hoodie. All right. So I don't know if we'll be able to see Miss Nala, but we're certainly going to go try, because that is our celebration cat today. And I think you guys will want to tune in later for sure. I know Lisa is here for Singing Sunday this week, and I believe she has a special one. I tried to give her some tips on how to find her, but you guys will want to tune in later for that. So Nala is currently on Funcation. It's our 22,000 square foot enclosure, and she's been out there for going on 2 weeks, I think. I believe the last time I heard we were going to be leaving the small cats in Funcation longer. They might have changed that back to just the 2-week time mark. There's Shiloh up there. So let's see if we can see this birthday anniversary girl. See where she might be. Oh, I see her. Hopefully she's in a good spot where I can at least zoom in. I know she probably won't come to the side. They just had breakfast, so a full belly serval is not that motivated. She's just laying on her little sunshine hillside over there. Hi, Nala Bean. Happy birthday and anniversary, darling. You get to celebrate in Funcations. All right. There's our Nala. Soaking up the sun before it gets cloudy. Actually don't know what the weather's supposed to do today. I just know we're getting some pretty big wind gusts today. So Nala's 10-year rescue anniversary along with her 13th birthday. So 10 years ago, Nala's previous owner had passed away, and she's an African Serval. So the family decided that it would be better for her to go to a sanctuary and live out the rest of her life being cared for by sanctuary professionals. They can be very aggressive and very scary, and they just do not make good pets. So I feel like the family made it made the absolute best decision to send her somewhere where she can be wild and free and outdoors. And she is very independent, but she does love snacks and enrichment, and she's really good at operant conditioning as well. But for the most part, she likes to just kind of keep to herself. So 10 of her 13 years, she's gotten to live outdoors. Not just in somebody's house. Plenty of room to roam. Thank you so much for all of the donations and everybody who shared and tagged friends and family. Really appreciate everybody helping out in the comments as well. So Nala lives out in Outback. She's next door neighbors with Hutch and Zukari. So she had to load up into one of the squeeze cages like you just saw Illithia in, and came out here to vacation while she's gone. The bonus for us is while she's in Funcation and not in her home enclosure, then we are able to go into her home enclosure in all the sections, and we do top to bottom. So we get every single leaf and stick off the roof of the enclosure, and as we come down, we do lots of pressure washing, we rake, we put grass seed, sometimes we add new plants, we check in on things like their platforms, dens, things like that, do any kind of repairs. We check their guillotine doors as well. So her cage has been worked on and got all spruced up. I love how she's like, I'd rather stare into this bush than look over in your direction. Nolly Bean, you're so pretty. You are so pretty. She's gonna crawl into there. Yep. Look at that camouflage. Had I not spotted her outside of there, there's a good chance I would have walked right by her. Now you just see her spotted little booty. I just love her little personality. Usually, a big thing that she was always notorious for doing was like chasing her own tail. So she's got like this big fluffy raccoon tail. I always say she has a raccoon tail because not all the Servals are quite as fluffy fur-wise. Her and Hutch both are. But as soon as she sees her own tail move, she's always like chasing it around. It's just super cute. All right, well, Nala had enough of us, so we're gonna try to see some of the neighbor friends. It's been a while since we've seen Moses and Bailey, so let's see if anybody's over here. Sure are, but we're just gonna see the same portion of Bailey that we just saw of Nala. There's a Bailey Bob right there. Hi, Baileys. Hi, Bailey. I know, that tail. Look at that tail. Yes, thank you so much for the donations. Thank you, Chris, for letting me know how much. I really wish I could thank you guys individually. If you do donate on our social media sites during our lives or you know, any of the fundraisers, we do ask that there is a form you can fill out in order to get, you know, a receipt and keep a tally, a total of what you've donated on lives, because we do really appreciate you supporting us during our fundraisers like that. If Deb has that information that we can send over for Katie to keep track, that is really important to us. We wish we could shout you out right here and now, but it no longer shows me who is donating. Miss Bales. Miss Bales. Where's Momo? Is he in there with you? I can't tell whether he's on the other side of her or not. I don't know how she wedges herself in there, but she does. So I know that everybody's as upset as I am about Amazon's Smile program ending. We've poured so much time and effort into building that program. But like our like our leadership Howard always does, he really spelled it out for us, and we noticed mathematically you'd have to spend around $5,000 a year on Amazon in order for the cats to get about $25 from you. So the best way that we can see to help us make sure that we don't lose that valuable income for the cats is if you guys just sponsor a cat at least annually, or you can go to the I think it's Feed a Tiger page or Feed a Cat page. You can actually set up a reoccurring annual donation of just $25. And if you do that on top of your sponsorships or whatever else you normally donate or purchase through the year directly from us, that will in fact help us make up that loss of income. So sponsoring the cats at the $25 level once a year, if you just do an extra one, that would make it up. Or again, you can go and actually set it up to be a reoccurring annual donation of at least $25, and that would help. So if you were using Amazon Smile with us, if you just do that one extra $25 donation this year, that will help us not have as much of a hit. So thank you guys. Let's see where there's a Momo. Look around. Moses and Bailey are our oldest Bobcats, so I really wish she'd give me more screen time. Moses is a little bit older than Bailey, but let's see if he was on the other side of this. Nope. It was just Bailey, so he may still be up front. They do separate them at feeding time now. Moses has always been on a cut-up special diet, whereas Bailey has not. And so we always had to worry about Moses trying to get a hold of something he wasn't supposed to eat. So in this new enclosure, we are able to separate them at feeding. And he's such a good boy. He usually goes all the way up front. I'm just trying to check as I go, though, so that I don't accidentally walk right by him. He's this beautiful reddish-brown color, so he often looks like a pile of leaves. And you just might not notice him. Nope, his doors are open, but let's check. Oh, there he is. Here's our Moses. Oh, sorry guys, it's not a good angle. Here's our Momo. Hi, kiddo. Hi, sir. How's that boy? How's that boy? You look very cozy in there. Let's see if I can get a better angle. There we go. Hi, Moses. So handsome. You know, you could go lay with Bailey, right? But this looks way cozier. That looks way cozier. Bailey's back there in the middle of a pokey tree, while Moses is up here in this lovely den, which you can see gets quite a bit of sunshine. So he could turn around and get his solar panels out too, but what a good boy, Momo. I know, my phone does not want to focus. That's still a problem. There we are. All right. Well, if you guys joined in late, we did have a check-in with Illithia. We saw Nala, who's our celebration girl. I'll feature her all day over on Instagram, and I know that there's a lot of people sharing photos and videos, especially in our Facebook group. If you haven't joined that yet, you should. Let's just drive around the corner here. I will check in with Simba as well. I'm not sure. I know that they had a great feeding tour yesterday, a Catterday feeding tour. You guys did some great donations over there. That made me very happy. I haven't seen a live with that many donations in many months, so that's wonderful. But we'll check in with Simba Tiger since he is a few days past his neuter procedure. And we are still waiting on some lab results from him to make sense out of some of his blood work. So, of course, we will update you guys as soon as we do have all of the pieces to the puzzle on him. Well, where are these little boys? You can tell they have full bellies because they don't really care about anybody else right now. I'm looking for Beecher and Diablo. Usually Beecher, oh, I was like, usually Beecher has made himself known by now. Here he is. Hi, Beach Boy. You have any gossip from the weekend? Beecher is a hybrid, so you'll notice he kind of looks a little like Illithia and Nala, but he also kind of just looks like a cat. He's got that traditional domestic cat face, but everything else is very wild. Very wild looking. You got anything to tell us, sir? Beach, beach. Mr. Beechers. Mr. Beecher. Hi, cute boy. Hi, you coming over? Oh, you got green sticky on your chin. Well, you're right there in the sticky ones. Come here. Hi, cutie. Yeah, hi, cutie. Get that sticky off of there. It's not too much to report. I guess that's a good thing. Sometimes no news is good news, right? No news is good news. What a good boy. Tis the season. Everything's starting to turn green and grow. So this is Beecher's busy time of the year. Trying to keep up with his lawn service. Where's Diablo at? Dee Dee. Such good camouflage. Oh, are you in there on your cozy bed? All right, let me see if I can show this. Oh, it was okay, buddy. Oh, dang it, he didn't let me get down here in time to show you, but he has a fuzzy skip bed inside of this den, which is on top of a heating pad. And he took off. I'm sorry. Hey, sorry, tiny gentleman. You don't want people to know that you're just a big softie? I got a reputation to uphold. It's okay, buddy. So Diablo is also hybrid. Sorry, kiddo. So that was adorable. Never seen him in there like that before. I would have to say that Sarah D and Afton probably had something to do with that. You got a cozy bed. I don't remember you getting a cozy bed in the past. Can we show everybody your pretty face real quick, and then I promise I'll leave you alone. There he is. Hi, tiny gentleman. Hi, Dee Dee. I'm sorry if I startled you. I'm sorry if I startled you, kiddo. You must have heard that Mouser got a blanket and all kinds of fanciness, so it was your turn. He's like, I'm older. I've been here longer. Actually, I don't know if he's older. He's definitely been here way longer, though. You're so cute. I know. I bet as soon as I leave, you're going to go back in there. As soon as I leave, you're going to go back in there. I just know it. Cutie pie. You cutie pie. Good job, sweet boy. You look so good. You filled out. You're not just a skinny little boy no more. Found a really good canned cat food to help with his... He had a blockage a handful of months ago. So this is a new food that's a prescription diet that's helpful for urinary issues, and he's been doing good. All right, buddy, I promised you if you just showed your face, I'd leave, so thank you for making that deal. There's Mr. Manny. Oh, I can drive by and show you the preliminary first little bits that have transpired for Manny's new enclosure, because I want to drive over towards Simba Tiger, check in with him, and we're going to go right by it. So, you can see the big Bobcat here, means that work's being done. So, you can tell that they are going to make this pool part of the showcase here. So, they have just added on a platform, like a deck area to the pool. And now there's a balance beam area. I have no idea what the rest of the plans are going to be, but this is what they did on Thursday. So a couple more days of this, and I don't know about camera placement either, but I do know that the goal is to be putting a camera somewhere near the pool and facing the big platform. I think they also want to put one on the long section, so you can see like a long straightaway as well. I think there will be 3 total cameras put in over here for Mr. Manny when he moves, and then it'll take some time to get Max and Marianne moved, but they'll have to make sure that the enclosure that they're going into is Bobcat proofed. So let me see. There's Miss Aria utilizing Max's den. Hi, Aria. No, you didn't miss an explanation on why they're moving Manny, because I don't totally know either. I'm just told things sometimes, and I roll with it. So I'm not 100% sure why they want to move him specifically. My only thought process on that is Manny and Jinx's previous enclosure are so huge that they would fit multiple Bobcats that then would be hooked up to the Funcation enclosure, so that more cats can utilize Funcation. Most of the Bobcats absolutely do not want to be put in a squeeze cage and taken to Funcation. So the next best thing, and if Manny, I will say that most likely means if Manny goes into this new enclosure, he will not be going to Funcation anymore, but that is why he will be getting multiple cameras on his enclosure that will just be there 24/7. So, because once he's in that enclosure, we can't just fit Manny in a squeeze cage and take him somewhere. So the gist of it for me is they want more Bobcats to be able to experience Funcation. The only way to do that is to put them in cages that are already hooked up to it. And that would be Manny's cage. Also, I really don't think the Bobcats would love having Manny as a neighbor that close. So, here's Mr. Simba. Mr. Sim. So Simba now has all access besides the open air where his pool is. He has to go the full 2 weeks before he can submerge in a pool. You can see he's very content. He's been doing really well. He's eating and taking his meds and doing a lot of sleeping. His neuter was last Wednesday, so he's still got a ways to go for swimming time. There's a very upset hawk out there. I also have no idea on the timeline of actually moving the cats around. Yeah, where Manny's gonna move to is essentially like, we actually had multiple enclosures that were almost like extra vacation rotations. So when I first started 8 years ago, part of the enclosure behind the leopard lounge, it was going to be the leopard vacation rotation, and Jade and Armani were in there for a very long time while they were constructing big vacation. And then the enclosure that Max and Marianne are currently in, that is where all three of the cougar cubs, Aries, Orion, and Artemis, lived for a very long time before they kind of moved around to different locations. So both of those sections of enclosures are massive. It's almost like a football field length. So he will be going into a very large enclosure. He just won't be rotating out of it to go on funcation anymore. But that'll give the Bobcats a chance. It's really kind of a weird throwback because, again, when I started 8 years ago, where Manny is now, that was all Bobcats. We called it Littleback, and that's where I first fell in love with Little White Dove and Running Bear. Andy Bobcat was back there. My Tiger Lily wasn't back there, though. She was actually where Moses and Bailey are now. So I've only been here 8 years, and so much has randomly changed here and there. So yeah, Sim's doing really well. This is really what we want him to do, is just chillax. Alright guys, well I am going to call it a day here. If you missed any of this, you will want to rewatch it because we start at the very beginning explaining why Illithia is in the recovery cabana. So you can rewatch this at bigcattv.com. That's our YouTube channel. There's a Q&A with Brittany playlist. Please make sure you have subscribed over there. I think you might even be able to follow certain playlists, but if you subscribe to the channel, you're going to be notified when we add something new. But you can always realize that my lives will end up over there. They also post to Twitter and LinkedIn. I share them at my Brittany Mira Big Cat Rescue public Facebook page, and then they post automatically on our Facebook page. So if you miss it, just wait till this ends and it will show up there. You can rewatch it. Thank you so much to everybody who shared. If you just can't get enough content from us, make sure that you have signed up to be one of our 99-cent a month supporters, where you get exclusive content that no one else gets to see. And go sign up for eBay auctions, because I think I'm going to get one of those rolling for either end of this coming week or definitely the last week of the month. bigcatrescue.org/auction. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your Sunday. There will be a singing Sunday later, so keep an eye on that. And I hope you guys have a great start to your week. I will see you guys soon. Thanks, everybody.